Thank you all very much for being part of this program this beautiful morning. And there is no doubt that IPOB stands for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu in line with the various court rulings, including the Court of Appeal that discharged and acquitted him. These different court rulings, validated by the Supreme Court of Nigeria, made it clear that Nnamdi Kanu's abduction and continued incarceration is illegal and a crime against humanity. Nigeria government said that they are willing to allow this case to be played out in the court. And already their own court made rulings, their own court discharged and acquitted Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, Nigeria government refused. They refused to release this innocent man who committed no crime. Meanwhile, the so-called Democratic Government of Nigeria, they have blatantly disregarded rulings of various of its own courts. They have unleashed the army into a democratic country where the army is supposed to be restrained to the barracks. They have unleashed them on innocent citizens. Citizens are being abducted. Citizens are being killed. Citizens are being raped by the Nigerian army. By the Nigerian army. The government disregard rulings from different courts, both its own courts and international organizations like the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention and many more. Instead, the Nigeria government have pursued every effort to inflict severe physical and psychological torture on the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, you must recall that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and tortured in Kenya for 8 days before he was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria, where since then he has been in solitary confinement at the DSS facility in Abuja. The same government on the 14th day of September 2017 tried to assassinate Nnamdi Kanu. Thankfully, Nnamdi Kanu managed to escape, but the Nigeria government killed at least 28 people at his family home on that very day. And they killed many more across the area, as evidenced in the 7 mass graves discovered after the murderous operation. What crime did Nnamdi Kanu commit for the Nigeria government to commit a crime, to break their own laws, break international laws in order to abduct Nnamdi Kanu? What did Nnamdi Kanu do that Nigeria government abducted him? This is a question that we have been asking. This is the question that Nigeria government has failed to answer, because Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. Rather, Nnamdi Kanu presents a solution to the numerous foundational problems that have been plaguing Nigeria since its creation. Problems such as corruption, problems such as political instability, problems such as human rights abuses, problems such as economic mismanagement, problems such as ethnic tension. These are the foundation upon which Nigeria was built. The foundation upon which Nigeria was built. And this is the reason why Nigeria army can go to any community they want to abduct people without any shame, without any remorse. Without any shame, without any remorse. The human rights abuses in Nigeria is just crazy. It is just crazy. Listen to this voice note. Listen to this.
Okay. Good evening, all here, Biafra. This inter coming right away from Abia State, Abangwa. That happened yesterday. Yesterday they went to Nuenu. There's a burial in Nuenu, the Shalangwa North. yesterday. Now, which occasion was, I think it was present there. Now, when the people came to the Ubigaba Junction, they asked the military, where is Nuenu? To direct them to the same place that should move by the same. After that, the people came back, started shooting. Came back to the military back after some 10 minutes, according to people, 10 minutes. They revised back, now started shooting the military. Now, the Nigerian military went to Nuenu and kidnapped no less than 100 people. They went to the church called Evangelical Church of God Mission. They kidnapped the pastor. They took the Eze of Nuenu right away. They picked him up. They picked many young boys in that village. This is the intel I'm having now in Ishalangwa North. Okay, Biafra. Okay, Biafra.
This is the approach of the Nigeria government. So some people orchestrated this. The same government orchestrated the kidnap, the abduction of their people. It's very simple. How do I know that? People who want to kill the army, why go to the army to ask questions? Why not open fire on them as soon as you're already there, as soon as you have met, friended them? So the way that the Nigeria army operates is they shoot at the army so that the army will now have become encouraged. You know, these are individuals and these are terrorists. Remember that terrorists are the ones who are in the army. So they hire people that take Berima and the rest of them that are working for the DSS, for the government, and the DSS, the unknown gunmen. The DSS, the unknown. Remember that the DSS operative was a policeman shot an unknown gunman, only to discover that this is a DSS operatives. So now they open fire on the army so that the army, before then they've already talked about where they wanted the army to go and abduct people, knowing that the army is a terrorist army. And according to the plan of the Nigeria government, according to the plan of the chief of army staff, they went to this community and abducted people, over 100 young people. Even the Eze of the community, the king in the community, was abducted by Nigeria army. By Nigeria army. Nobody is asking for the killings of the army, especially the way that things are going on. It is wrong, because you are creating trouble for others. You are creating more problems for other people. If you want to fight a problem, then you must be ready. You cannot kill the army and innocent people, knowing that the Nigerian army are terrorists. Innocent people are paying the price, and it is put on IPOB. It is put on IPOB. And that is very wrong. That is very wrong. Now, let us go to... We will go to the event of the 30th May, but before that, it is important that we say that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime known to law. Rather, for Nigeria government to respond properly, for instance, the case at Aba, rather for Nigeria government to respond properly, they went and abducted people. They went and they have abducted so far over 500 of our people. Young people, men and women. Of our people, young people, men and women, have been abducted by the Nigerian army. Why did the Nigerian army with their intelligence not go after those who killed the army? Why are they busy abducting over 500 of our people? Because abduction is their main motive, not to find the killers. Because they understand that those who kill their people are not those that they are pursuing. They understand that those who kill their people are working for the government themselves. That is why they would go around rampaging, abducting and killing innocent people. So rather than respond properly to the solution that they are supposed to, as a government, they are supposed to know, the solution that Nnamdi Kanu presented to the Nigeria government, the solution of the United Nations supervised referendum, a solution to the Nigerian problems by the army and the rest of them, the police, a solution to the economic mismanagement, solution to the corruption, to the ethnic tensions. Instead, they went and abducted Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. This solution is simple: a United Nations supervised referendum for the indigenous people of Biafra, for us to decide our fate as indicated in the United Nations Charter, which Nigeria is a signatory to. Today, just like Nnamdi Kanu, thousands of Biafrans are illegally held at different Nigeria government dungeons for committing no crime. Rather than respond to our call for a Nigeria government unleashed criminality and terror against us. Rather than respond to those who kill the army and go after them, Nigeria government unleashed criminality and terror against us, against innocent people. And that cannot stand. That cannot stand. We have no confidence in Nigeria. We have no confidence in Nigeria. And if anything, the 30th of May celebration all over the world showed us where our loyalty belong. Our people celebrated all over the world, from Russia to South Africa to America to all over the world. Germany, Indonesia, name it. Czech Republic. Our people celebrated all over the world. And before that, before the event on the 30th May, on the 29th, I had different coordinators of different countries here. I had the coordinator I had the PRO of Czech Republic here. I had the coordinator of Russia here. It was massive in Russia. I must commend the Russian IPOB Russia. It was massive and it was wonderful. I commend them very, very, very much. Commend them very, very much. A list was published with names of countries where IPOB observed 30th May. Just a few countries though. And so many countries were not there. So many countries were not there on that publication. But we understand that we cannot mention all of them. So it is very, very, it was a very, very eventful day. It was a very, very eventful day. And if we can thank everybody, then there will not be enough time. Then we will be here every single minute speaking about it, calling on how wonderful it was. It was a wonderful event. I can only say thanks to each and every one of us, especially those at home who honored such a call and sat at home. I can only say thank you to each and every one of us. And what we did moved mountains. That is why you can see the Nigeria army are orchestrating attacks on you. What we did all over the world resonated. And that is why you can see the Nigeria army attack. Kind of trust in Nigeria, and 30th May we proved it, that we are not part of Nigeria and we do not want to be part of Nigeria. Now let me go to the news as we go on with this program this day. Let me go to the news. I will just bring some of them. I'll just bring them one after the other. Okay, this says 30th May, summary of Biafran foreign fallen heroes and heroines Remembrance Day event in Abia State. Abia State. Okay, this says this is authored by Ogechukwu. Oh, okay. 1st June 2024. That was yesterday. It says 30th May of every year is a date set out by IPOB to remember millions of Biafran fallen heroes and heroines who paid the ultimate price in the quest for Biafra freedom. It was a memorable experience and exceptional the way IPOB Abia State organized the Biafran fallen heroes and heroines remembrance event. However, Abia State IPOB Hero/Heroines Candlelight of 29/30th May 2024 started officially by 11:45 p.m. Abia State media attended in their numbers. After the opening prayer and Biafran national anthem, there was the lighting of candles according to the order of authorities, followed by 2 minutes of silence at exactly midnight in honor of the fallen heroes/heroines. Later on, all were asked to face the east, and some of the names of fallen heroes were mentioned due to the numerous. Okay, as the names are mentioned, all the people present will respond, "We remember you." Another 2 minutes of silence was observed after the Biafran Land Coordinator, that is the National Coordinator speech, at about 2:37 a.m. After that, the candles were dropped in order of authorities. Example, national, state, senatorial, local government, and zonal coordinators. There was also the blowing of the native trumpet, Oja, for the fallen heroes/heroines to honor them. Flowers were dropped on the floor in honor of them by all present. National, that is Biafra Land Coordinator, gave the history of 30th May. According to him, it started in 2014 at Enugu, where a cenotaph, where a cenotaph built by IPOB was destroyed by Owazurike. In 2015, it was at CKC Aba, and in 2016 at Mbo in Onitsha, where Nigerian government security massacred many IPOB members in cold blood. To avoid more killings, Sit at Home was introduced in 2017, and it has been done so to date. The National Coordinator made a declaration against Biafran enemies, after which the Nigerian flag was set ablaze. Following this, the Abia State Coordinator gave his address, and the Assistant Abia State Women Leader and Co. gave words of encouragement and a brief history about Biafrans. An elder also made declarations against Biafran enemies and called on the ancestors to join in the fight for Biafran freedom. A Biafran child read about what happened to Biafrans during the Biafran/Nigerian Civil War between 1967 and 1970 in the Igbo language. A lecture was given by National at 2:46 a.m. on the topic, "Why did the whole world hate Biafrans?" There were both Christian and traditional prayers during the candlelight vigil. National gave corrections, and at exactly 12 noon, 4 cannon guns were released for Biafra's fallen heroes and heroines. Okay, so this is it. Let us go to the next. This here says, breaking news, Northerners reject bill proposing return of regional system of government in Nigeria, says Tinubu plan to dismantle North. You know, there is something you must pay attention to in this news. You see how the Northerners, those who actually supported Buhari, they are the ones who supported Buhari and supported Tinubu. They are the ones who are actually creating all of this mess that you have in Nigeria, because Nigeria was handed over to them by Britain. So basically, they are the ones who created this mess, this Tinubu's mess. It is the North that created it. And today, what are they doing? They are even still attacking Tinubu. Why is that the case? Because they don't want him to be comfortable, so that their agenda will continue. Somebody said it will continue to agenda, so that their agenda will continue. When you leave Tinubu there, he becomes very comfortable. They understand that he becomes very comfortable. And so what do they have to do? They try to destabilize his government, to boot him out as soon as they can, so that they can take over power again. Now, when you look at this, their process, you find out that it is the same thing that Nigeria government is doing in Abia State, trying to destabilize Abia State. Trying to destabilize Abia State, knowing the peaceful nature that Abia State has become since the government of this new governor. Nigeria government in collude with the military and the rest of them, perhaps some governors in Biafra land, trying to destabilize Abia State, so that this goes to show you that they are not interested in you. Even this statement from the North, talking about not supporting the return of regional system of government in Nigeria, it clearly shows you that these people, the leaders in Nigeria, are not interested in your benefit. Anything that will benefit you for them is a problem. Anything that will benefit you is a problem. And I want you to also remember that, you know, when we come here, we talk about Christians and religion and how it's a problem. Somebody will, listening to me now, will just log off and say, you've started again. But look at the message from May 5th, 2025. Look at May 5th, 2025. The Khan leader already said in so-called prophecy that Northerners won't support Tinubu's second term. Go and check it out. He said it May 5th, 2024. Why would he say that? Some people will say, oh, it is a vision. He received vision. Nonsense. These are politicians in uniform. Said they will gang up against him. This person is more interested in talking about politics than talking about those who die in their land, those who are killed in Nigeria. And you are telling me they are serving God. You are telling me they are serving God. So Northerners make sure that they use every opportunity, including the church, in order to pass their message, in order to make you uncomfortable, in order to bring chaos to your land in Aba, just like they are doing, abducting people, abducting anybody that they can abduct, destroying the people's vehicles. Over this period, over 500 million naira worth of properties, worth of people's investment has been destroyed by the army. And these are people who say that their job is to protect you so that you can develop, you can advance. So every problem happening in Nigeria is the handiwork of the government. Let's read what the Northerners are saying. It says, some Northern media influencers, including Arewa Twitter, have taken to social media to vehemently oppose the bill proposing regional government in Nigeria. Newsweek Nigeria had earlier reported that part of the draft bill circulating on social media seen by our correspondent is titled A Bill for an Act to Substitute the Annexure to Decree 24 of 1999 with a new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it goes on to say, a bill proposing a return to regional government in Nigeria is before the National Assembly and is expected to pass into law before October 1, 2024. Part of the draft bill circulating on social media by Newsweek Nigeria is titled A Bill for an Act to substitute the annexure to Decree 24 of 1999 with a new governance model for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Although the identities of the sponsors of the bill were yet to be ascertained, the bill, when passed, would be cited as the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria New Governance Model for Nigeria Act 2024. The sponsors of the bill explained that the current Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, is not autochthonous. I don't know why these people speak so much grammar, honestly. Who even understands what this means? As it does not evolve from the deliberations and consensus of the Nigerian people. According to the advocate, so let's even stop here for a while. So these people who are making your laws, they actually understand that the constitution that they've been working with since 1999. Disconnected me again. Okay, we are back. So these people on Twitter, they have no interest for the survival of Nigeria. They care not about the survival of Nigeria. They don't care about the survival. They want things to be bad and bad. It's not as if Tinubu is not making things bad. Tinubu is making things bad, and that is what they want. But the fact that Tinubu is a Yoruba man, he cannot be allowed to be there. He cannot be allowed to be there because he is not a Fulani man. He cannot be allowed to be there. So now let's go back to this. So these people, they understood that this bill, the Constitution of Nigeria, was not made by Nigerians, but they've been working on it for how long now? Since 1999. 25 years now. And only now they are talking about changing it. And even in this process of saying let's change it, you find out from Sahel, the Arewa, they are still telling you that they don't want anything that will at least give some sort of power to the people, some sort of democracy, where the people can now decide on their constitution. They are telling you they don't care. They don't want it. People are being killed all over Nigeria. They want you as one Nigerian, but they don't care about the benefit. What you will benefit. They don't want you to benefit anything from Nigeria. So what I'm saying in essence is that these people in the parliament or whatever they call themselves, house, making laws for you, they are not interested in your development. Anyway, why would they be interested in the development of Nigerians when Nigerians themselves are not even interested in their own well-being? Now, a news like this that people are supposed to come out and support and make noise and all of that, you see Nigerian socialists, what are they talking about? They're talking about things that are irrelevant, things that don't even matter. Only things to make them popular so that Facebook can give them some money, so that some of business people are